So if you have a dog that knows how to sit down or stand, but they cannot hold it, this video is for you. So the biggest mistakes that people usually make, they allow their dog to get out early, and they also release their dog from far away like this. So I'm gonna use a lot of reward on the place bed, and I'm also only gonna release him from up here. Basically, when you release them from here, you wanna start here, then run backwards. So we wanna make sure that all of the rewards are only gonna come out when you're close to them, so they think that this is the point where they get the most out of it. Later on, when your dog is more advanced, then you don't have to worry about this. But in the beginning stages, if you want to prevent them from popping out early all the time, these are the best practices to follow. We have Biscuit here. He has a history of always popping up out of his sits and downs. Now, I'm not going to get him on there and purposely make him fall off, because then same thing, right? I don't want to show that option that he can just jump off whenever he wants. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have my food. I'm going to get him onto that place bed. I'm not going to worry about a sit or a down. All I want him to do is exist on that place bed. So once he's on there, I'm going to pay him. All right, I'm going to get him on there all the way. Good boy. Good boy. So the first point that I mentioned about allowing your dog to jump off, you kind of have to just be faster than your dog. I see a lot of people, they take a step away, their dog starts inching forward slowly, and they don't go back to either block their dog or hold them with the leash. The moment you see your dog about to leave is when you need to be active about it. If you just wait for them to jump off every single time, it's way too slow, and they're gonna keep doing that. So right now I'm staying close to him. Good boy. And I'm just paying him multiple times for being on here. I'm not even worrying about stepping away. But when I do step away, I have to be super aware of what he's doing. Either I'm gonna hold the leash where he can't jump off, or I block him with my body. So for example, right here, right? He spat out the treat, but that's okay. So I'm gonna take a step away, but I'm still holding him with the leash where the max he could move is to still stay on there. So I'm going farther and farther away, and I come back, and I'm gonna give him food. Or attempt to give him food, right? So I'm not going to let him jump off. He took a step backwards. So this is where you kind of have to use your tools a little bit to support the dog. So when I'm working on a stay too, I'm going to make sure that I step away. I'll say the good boy from here, so good boy, and then I'm going to come back and reward. So they know that when they hear good boy, they should keep doing what they're doing, and you're going to come back and reward them. So this prevents you from repeating stay, stay, stay 100 times just for your dog to stay. If they hear good boy, they should already know that they should hold there and just wait for you to come back and give them the food. So same thing, right? I'm going to take 2 steps away. Good boy. And I'm going to crumble this for you, little man. So he eats it when it's in crumbles, right? So I'm just being very aware. I know what he's like capable of doing, that he's going to try to jump off early, so I'm just being extra careful. So I'm walking further and further. I'm going to even extend the leash a little bit, take another step. Good boy. For us, since we like to reward a lot of engagement, I'm actually going to wait for him to give me eye contact, then I'm going to release him. But same thing, like what I said, I'm going to start really close here, so he knows that when I return is when I'm going to release him or reward him. Break. And then I walk away. I'm not going to stand at a distance at this level because I know he's a dog that's going to keep popping up. So we're just going to repeat this a couple times. You ate the big piece. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to just bring him on there. And see how I'm not giving him any command. Because if I tell him SIT or DOWN and he keeps jumping off, then he's going to think that when someone gives him that command, he's allowed to get up whenever he wants. I want to make sure the dog already knows they have to hold the position before I use the verbal, because I don't want to water down the meaning of the word. To me, the meaning of the word, when I tell you to sit, it means to sit and hold forever. So I'm going to show him when I step away, I need you to keep being where you're at. Good boy. And then I come back and give him food. Same thing, I'm going to step away. Going far. Good boy. Right, so see how I have not given him any opportunities to just jump off on his own. If he was to start stepping, I would hold him, or I would go back really close, and I would also hold him with the leash. Good boy. And later, once he becomes even better at this, that's when I'll worry about removing him off of the place bed. Right now, he's actually doing pretty good, because we kind of set the standard right away. So I'm just going to wait for eye contact again, and I'm going to release him out. I don't need him to look at me, but I think of it as a bonus, so why not just do that? Break. I'm going to do one more time. So the thing with this too, depending on how many times your dog has already repeated like jumping off and gave you a hard time with the stay. You will have to drill this a lot for them to be good at it. Practicing it once a week probably isn't going to get you what you want. My goal is to actually do this with him 3 times today. And I always want to switch up how many times I pay them on the place bed versus releasing, just so they don't start counting in their heads like, oh, every 3 rewards are going to release me, so I'm going to jump off. So I'm going to mix it up. This one, I'm just going to get him on there and release him right away. Break. So Biscuit is also weird with men, so he's not going to be like super enthusiastic when training with me. That's the general gist of it. It's obviously not going to change that much in this one session, but as you keep practicing it and adding distractions and new places, your dog will become very good at it.